no sound. Okay. Have we got sound now, guys? Give us comments if we've got sound.
Yourself, Paul?
I think it's on there now, Bill. Was it just the mic was off in the stream deck, was it? Okay, we don't know. Anyway, all right. So all of what I spoke about there is gone, but sure. Anyway, we'll go again. Big hello to everybody who is tuning in. Today, what we're doing on the channel is we're doing a live, and the idea here is to answer some of your comments that are coming in here. Answer some of the comments on the last video we did about synchro, mesh, and gearboxes. I have my good friend and esteemed Commandant Gary here, who has been a faithful friend of mine, as we said, for it must be nearly 20 years now. We're giving away our age, and he suffered through helping me out in the workshop for many years and working away with us. He happened to be here with us. We're not in the workshop today. We're up in our house because there's a storm blowing through Ireland at the moment, and it is wild, absolutely wild. So we're up here sheltering with the fire on in the corner, and we're just gonna chat to you guys and say hello. It's just as well that the sound was gone because I was making a boo-boo of reading out all your names. So hello to anyone who is in the chat. Don't forget to hit us with a comment there. Minimat TV, thank you for that with the sound. And the same, I see Leo Broderick is there as well. Thank you very much, Leo, for hitting us up with that. We'd have been chatting away there for about 3 or 4 hours without any notion of what's going on. Never. All right, so we're going to do the live draw. Big thank you and shout out to Bill, our esteemed cameraman and backgrounds there. He's in the background helping us broadcast this live, but he is also the person who put all of your entries into the spinning wheel of doom. Flash up the old spinning wheel of doom there, Bill. There's the spinning wheel of doom. And that is all of the entries that we got to last week's video, which was entitled, I think, something like Synchro Mesh Gearboxes, or how Synchro Mesh Gearboxes work. Over 50 entries. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to everybody who entered, who commented, and made that video blow up. Blow up for us anyway. It was great to have that in there and have all those entries. So yeah, we have them on the spinning wheel of doom over here on the laptop, and in a while, I suppose maybe a half an hour or so, we will actually do the draw, and we'll start picking out names. Billy tells me that he has expanded the draw because he is just such an awesome fella and has given us the permission to give away more than just 2 t-shirts, which is what I said the last time. So just to support the channel, thank you so much, everybody. You're amazing. You've given us so much positivity, so much feedback, and so much support over the last while. We're actually going to go wild here. We're going to do 2 t-shirts, 2 cups, and we're going to give away 2 sets of stickers as well. So yeah, we're going to go crazy. So we're going to stick them and get those out there. What we will do is get you to email us as we pick your names out, and I'll say this a few times during the video. As we pick your names out, you guys need to contact us if we pick your name out, and you can send that to hickeyraceengineering@gmail.com. So it'll be hickeyraceengineering@gmail.com. Billy will pin that in the comment section there now, and we will also make sure that that is in the description as well. So don't worry if you didn't catch the email or whatever, we'll send it. I'm also going to read out some of the comments that I see and reply to you guys. So start commenting in there and asking questions and stuff. And I'll give Billy over the iPad, or give Gary over the iPad here, and he can have a look at the comments as they're rolling in, and he can be shouting them out to me there. I'm going to answer some of the comments, and I'm going to do a couple of those now from the video that went up a while ago for the Synchro Mesh Gearbox. So a few shout outs here. Matt Parker, thank you very much for commenting. You were in the comment section of the Synchro Mesh Gearbox. I'm just looking here, 78 comments. My God almighty. I know I replied to a few there, but 78 came in. So Matt says, great explanation on the Synchro Mesh Gearbox. And he says, could you explain why sometimes you get a crunch shift into certain gears, but not only on a quick shift? It might happen coming down the gears or up the gears. Yes, Matt, I can tell you out straight that is a problem with your synchro hub not slowing down. So if you were to go back and have a look at that video and have a look at what I was saying, where the balk ring rides up on the synchro hub and matches the speed between the gear you're in and the gear you're shifting into. If those clutches are worn, if those balk rings are worn, what happens is it doesn't grab that synchro hub. If it doesn't grab that synchro hub, it won't bring the gear up to speed and you'll get this crunching. And all that crunching is those dog teeth that I showed you, rather than them kind of lining up with the grooves of each other, they end up hitting each other. If they hit, it's called two balking, and they slide then over each other until they line up. And that effort of them sliding over each other is that grinding noise you hear, or that crunching. That's the teeth of the dog rings sliding over each other. Okay, moving on from there. Well, I see now. I'll read another one of these that came in. Let's organize these by the newest. Alrighty, what have we got? Oh, I seen a guy, he came in there only this evening, A Heart's Classic Mini Group. I'm giving A Heart a bit of a shout out here, guys. I noticed that he is a new mini channel, A Heart's Classic Mini Garage. Go and have him, check him out. I love to encourage new YouTubers, especially in our community. So well done, A Heart, for putting a few videos out there. And yeah, guys, go over and check him out. I checked him out there last night. I think he's 2 videos up. They look like time lapses of taking his engine out. So well done for setting up a YouTube channel, getting out in your garage, getting the video camera rolling. It's always good to see. Alrighty, let's see if we have another juicy one. Larry put in, hello Larry, and thanks for commenting. He did his first gearbox build at Christmas last year and learned so much from it. Mostly that they can be expensive. That is for sure, for certain. Gearbox builds very rarely tend to be cheap. We've done quite a few of them here over the years, and yeah, they have gotten quite expensive. But look, at the end of the day, you're future-proofing your car, you're future-proofing your transmission, and it'll be, every time you select gear and it sweetly goes in there, you'll be glad you spent that few bob on there and that it worked so well for you. Well, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully, if you rebuilt your gearbox a year ago, it's in the car now and working. If it was for my car and I did it, it'd probably still be in the workshop. But anyway, wait till I read another comment or two down here. So for anybody who's just tuning in, I'm reading out, answering some of the comments from last Sunday's video. Last Sunday's video, we had just hit 4,000 subscribers. And we also did a giveaway where a huge amount of you commented and got involved in the giveaway, and we're going to do that giveaway later on today. At the moment, I'm just reading through a few of the comments and answering them, giving people shout outs that call in. I see Connor Toomey here in the comments. Connor, you're a long-time supporter of the channel, and we really do appreciate you popping in and out all the time. He thanks Billy, which is very important because he's our cameraman and does so much work behind the scenes, and God love him, never does get seen. So thanks, Connor, for that, and thank you for shouting us out there. Wait till we see. Have we another interesting one down here? How are we looking at the comments there? Have we anything interesting coming in?
Nothing new as of yet.
All right, okay. Here we got 9 in the room.
Yeah,
all right, you can bang us in questions there, guys, or anything you want in the comment section, and we'll reply to those as well. Gary's keeping an eye here on the comments.
We'll do our best to respond, guys.
Yeah, respond to you and shout you out and see what's in there. Okay. Billy's over there as well. He'll be keeping an eye on the comments as well. There's nothing, you're not seeing anything over there. I'm not sure whether this is refreshing properly. I think it is, though, is it? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, cool. Okay. Tony Camplin. Tony, you're a long-time supporter of the channel as well. And says that it's a really good explanation of how synchro meshes. Anyone who doesn't know, Tony is an amazing supporter of the channel, but also an ex-BMC mechanic. So I really do appreciate Tony's comments. Billy's busy over here collapsing and trying to switch cameras on and off in the background. God love him. You all right there, young man?
Brings contortionism to a whole new meaning.
He just almost broke his leg. He'll be all right tonight.
I'll
Good.
We don't need to call an ambulance or anything, do we?
Not just yet. Anyway.
Oh, okay, all right. Bill's keep going. So thank you very much, Tony. Let me just read your comment here. Quite a lot of early drivers on non-synchro boxes. Double D clutch. Yes, absolutely. And when we didn't have synchro mesh, double D clutching was a big thing. I might do a video on that at some stage because some of the older or early marks of minis didn't have synchro on first gear. So if you wanted to get from second into first, double D clutch would be important. So yeah, we might do something on that at some stage. It'd be an interesting video to do. We might teach Gary here how to double D clutch in the 1960s.
I'm willing to learn.
We do a video
once again.
Yeah, we make sure when you're doing it for your very first time, we'll do it live on camera, so there'll be no pressure or anything like that.
I try on the camera.
Yeah, you do. We might get Gary to tell some oldie world stories of mini exploits in the garage there for you as well. He'll let out some.
Many a story to tell, guys.
He'll let out some some secrets of the old days and some of the crazy stuff we got up to. But okay. Mark 6 days ago commented, whoa, 42 comments so far. Gear me up, HRE. It was hard to see your explanation, but I fooled with stuff like this, so I kind of understand. Double D clutch was an easy way. Yeah, you could do double D clutch, Mark, as a way of dealing with worn synchros as well. So if you had very badly worn synchros, double D clutch, and it would get you through that kind of crunch and save that from happening. Trevor Getty. Trevor gets a lot of work done here in our machine shop. He's building a mini, actually now his first mini project. I think it is his first mini project. My apologies, Trevor, if you've done one before. I know he's a big Metro man, and we've helped him on the way for a Metro engine build he's doing. So big shout out to Trevor. Great to see you in the comments as usual, and thank you for supporting the business as well and sending us work. Trevor sent his work a long way, so yeah, thank you very much. He says, here's to reaching 10k subscribers. God, I don't know when that'll happen, Trevor, but I'm always surprised at how many people are following the channel now. I never thought it'd get to 4, so and especially not in a year. So yeah, hopefully it won't be too long from that on. Somebody's sending us WhatsApps. Wonder if it's any of our guys. Oh no, it is one of our guys. It's Billy. Okay. Oh yes, very good point. In our last live, guys, a few people were disappointed, I think, because they thought there might be a tutorial on how to fit engines. It's a very good point, Bill. Our lives, or we're hoping to do a bit more live videos over the next couple of months. And these are just either an informal chat like this, where I just get a chance to sit down and have a chat with you, or else they're going to be you following me working in the garage. So they won't be tutorials. I won't be explaining to you how to do the work. It's just going to be you live in the garage with me. You might see this fella from time to time as well, because he's helping us out and giving me a hand. So you might see him along for the ride a few times as well. Rope him in. He doesn't know that yet, but he does. But generally speaking, they won't be tutorials. They will be just us working in the garage and you getting a chance to join along. I know a couple of people were complaining also about the quality of the video. We're working really hard on that. One of the problems, as I've said before, is we don't have brilliant internet connection. We're out here in the wilds of South County Dublin, and we're waiting for fibre broadband to come. So we're doing our best on that. We were also streaming live to TikTok at that stage, and I think it might have been hurting our upload speeds. Yeah. So we're working on that as well. Gary helps us here as well. He's somewhat of a computer fiend and knows all about this uploading videos.
Streaming technology and bandwidth contention, etc.
Yeah, so we have a body here to help us a little bit on that. All right, let's get back to some of these comments. How are we doing in comments here? Anything coming in?
There's a few coming in there. We have one there from Mike Ackhurst. Excuse me if I'm butchering your pronunciation of your name there.
You won't do it worse than me.
Mike says, "Do you have other jobs, or do you do this full time?" Is that me and you, or just you?
Well, I suppose I'll answer it from the HRE perspective. Mike, at the moment, HRE is a part-time business for me. And it has been that way for probably the last 8 or 9 years. I was running the garage full time for a period of time here, but unfortunately, we were the conception of HRE and a huge monetary recession happened in our country at the same time, and of course across most of the world too. We started HRE in 2005. It ran quite successfully up until about 2008, 2009, and then there was a huge recession, and I suppose the backside fell out of classic motoring, and nobody had any money to spend on cars. And I then went back to my original career, which was teaching and educating, and I built up quite a lot of commitments there, and I deliver training now on a daily basis in Dublin City. So I still do my teaching as a sort of a part-time, and I do the garage as sort of part-time. So I'm kind of split between two businesses. Hopefully over the next couple of years, HRE is starting to build up great momentum, much thanks to YouTube as well, giving us great support. There may well be an avenue in the future where our business can become more full-time supporting me, but the bills got to get paid at the moment, and the landlord comes a knocking every month for his few bob, so we've got to pay those bills. So at the moment, it's kind of a split venture between I work a semi-part-time job teaching and run the garage then as well. So yes, I am a very busy boy. Hopefully that answers your comment. Any other ones?
There's a few more comments coming in there.
Oh, cool.
I got one there from a Michael B. He's looking for a shout out. Can you guys shout out me? Big shout out there to Michael B.
Cool.
As well.
Hello, Michael B.
A few more comments there also. We have one there from Adrian.
Yeah.
The question is, what do you think of John Speed? Bought engine off them 3 years ago. Took the engine out my car, stopped it, and found out it had a different piston in number 4, and it was sitting about 2 millimeters lower.
Oh.
And was also cracked and had spun a bearing.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. What was that person's name? Sorry?
Adrian.
Really sorry to hear that, Adrian. I'll be honest, they're not a tuning company that I'm very familiar with. I'm not sure whether they're anything to do with the original Jan Speed, but I know they're not owned by the original owner of them anyway, so they might just still be carrying on the name. Very sorry to hear that. That's quite upsetting when that happens. As I said, wouldn't really have any great knowledge of the company, but what I would say to you is maybe give them the benefit of the doubt if you haven't already. Contact them, explain to them the situation, and give them the chance maybe to try and rectify those problems for you. I know sometimes people, once they kind of go down the road of getting an engine and running it and driving it and stuff, companies might wash their hands of that particular situation, but I always say try and give the companies the benefit of the doubt. For me, for my own tuning company, I'm one man, I'm human, I'm fallible, I do make mistakes. And the only promise I give people is that I always try and do my work to the best of my ability, and I try where possible then to also offer really good backup service. And if a mistake is made or if a problem does occur, we'll back you up 100% here, and we will always fall on our sword. If we make a mistake, we'll take it back and we'll fix it, and we'll really greatly appreciate anybody offering us the opportunity to do that. I think nowadays there is sometimes, and I'm not by any manner of means saying that that's what you're doing, but I do see sometimes, and it's a very good point to make, where people are very quick to call out somebody on the internet before they actually give them a chance to rectify the problem. Not necessarily always the case. In fact, it's probably less common, but I do see it, and I do see it on the likes of the social media platforms, Facebooks and Instagrams and all those kind of stuff. For the likes of us, if you let us know there's a problem, we will always look as deeply as we can into it and try and find a solution as quickly and as amicably as possible. But yeah, really sorry to hear that about your motor. That's very disappointing.
Yeah. I've got another one there from Mini Matt TV.
Oh, Mini Matt TV.
Mini Matt. He says, I have a gearbox casing that's had idle bearing failure, which has marred the casing.
Okay.
Would this be the end of the road for the casing?
Not necessarily, Matt. What gear was it that failed? Did he say what gear?
I have a gearbox casing. Idle bearing.
Oh, the idle bearing failed, and it marred. Did it mar the bore, Matt, or was it the outside surface, the truss surface. Bang it in the comment there. And while I'm talking here, generally speaking, a marred gearbox casing, if it's the bearing bore in the casing, that can either be bored out and a sleeve can be put in, or you can fit an oversized bearing. I have oversized needle roller bearings there in stock. They've just got a bigger outer housing on them, so we can bore it and put one of these bigger needle bearings in. If it's the truss surface, again, if the marks are not too deep, you can machine down the truss surface and fit a wider truss washer in. You'll find it hard to get those. I have to make them. I've got EN16T 40mm bar stock down there, so I can just make a truss washer any width I want to repair a problem like that. It's a very long time actually since I did it. I might be running my mouth here and not be able to back that up because I won't be able to find the N16T 40mm downstairs in the workshop, but I'm pretty sure I have a chunk of it down there that I use to do that exact same thing, to deal with truss faces that go. So when we find out what it is,
so maybe not see it again. It's just saying in reference to your question. So it's a bit of both basically in reference to the casing and bearing.
Okay, so hopefully that answers it for you. If it is the bore, as I said, it could either be machined out and sleeved if it's a very bad case. If it's only minor markings in it, something like bearing fit, Loctite, I think it's 624, but the green Loctite bearing fit, that'll do it. And put that in there if it's only just, scratches or scores in it, and most of the bore is good. Otherwise, bored out and sleeved, or fit a bigger idle bearing, and then the truss faces, as I said, they can be machined down and done. Something I do here. I know you're in the UK, so there's probably no help to you. But a local machine shop with somebody that's good on something like a Bridgeport will be able to do that kind of machine work pretty straightforward and easy for you. Alrighty, any more?
Not as of yet.
Okay, we'll do another one or two YouTuber ones here from the last video. Because I have 74 comments, so I could be talking about this for ages. Wait, let's see now. I'm getting the twirling hand from Billy, which means don't be arsing around. Talk about something interesting.
Start spinning the wheel.
Oh, start spinning the wheel. Oh, will we do? Okay. Okay, will we do a giveaway? All right. Okay. Spin the wheel.
Yeah.
That's what that is. All right. Okay. I'll spin the wheel.
You can do a bit of shaking on then after that.
All right. Let's pick out one person then. All right. Okay. So this is for a T-shirt then, Bill, is it?
This will be for you.
Probably explain I'm also the adjudicator around
Oh, okay. Gary's adjudicating to make sure I'm not picking out or guessing. So we have a spinning wheel here. As I said earlier on, the way this is going to work is we've put in everybody's name who entered a comment and said, "Gear me up HRE," between when the video went live on Sunday and 12 o'clock Friday night. Billy has diligently spent a couple of hours yesterday, God love him, putting every single one of your names into this spinning wheel. I see some of them are big long names.
Yeah, impressive.
He has diligently put all your names into the spinning wheel. I'm going to hit the button here, and what's going to happen is this is going to spin around and a name is going to come out. Whoever's name comes out, I am going to get you to email me with your postal address information and your size and that sort of stuff. We will get in contact with you. We will send you a T-shirt to your address. Thank you very much for being that. Yes?
Is that shown the correct way, or is it flipped for you guys?
It looks correct.
To me, it looks right. Is it?
It's flipped on my side now.
Okay. It might be flipped. We'll see. Let's hit a roll on this.
It looks fine here.
Bear with us, guys.
There,
We're doing our best to. We're still learning about these lives and streaming, so bear with us. We're not 1,000,000%, but we're getting there. Right. Okay. I'm going to click the spinning wheel and do more. Alrighty. Robert Bergman. Congratulations, Robert. Thank you very much for entering the draw. We are going to send you a T-shirt in your size. You need to bang us an email, and in that email, we're going to need your postal address and the size you would like that T-shirt to be in. Okay, go on the website. So if you go to HRE, look through the different T-shirts, you can pick a color and what you want on it. This is the latest one that we put up, which is Arkham, the Husky Race Engine. You can pick anything, any one of the T-shirts that's on there. You can email Billy will get back to you. He'll get the t-shirt in the post to you as soon as you've picked it, what size, what color, and given us a postal address. So
just to confirm the email again there.
Yeah, so the email is hickeyraceengineering@gmail.com. It'll be pinned in the comments, and it will also be in the description. Yeah, Billy will have it in the description. Congratulations, Robert. Well done. Alrighty. So we'll bung on for another bit. If you're around, by the way, if your name gets called out and you're in the live here with us, make sure you send us an old comment there, and we will respond.
A few more comments going in there.
All right, go on, give us one.
The latest one we have is okay. So Andy Murdoch, guys, what do you recommend for gasket assembly on the timing chain cover and plate gaskets?
Deadly question. All right, Robert. Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Great to see you in the chat.
So
is that right? We have 14 people in here. Wow,
that's
Andy.
Great.
Oh, it's Andy, is it? Not Robert.
Can we just stop everything there?
Yeah?
Mike has just said, where would you be without Billy?
100% correct.
This whole operation would not exist. That is, who said that? Mike. Come on, Mike. Yeah. Where would we be without Billy? I don't know. We would be in a whole world of hurt, Mike. That's for sure and for certain. Things would definitely not be as flexible and good looking as they are. In case anyone's wondering, I am in my pajamas. It's Sunday evening. I am relaxed and in my pajamas. I'm going to have a bit of a laugh here because Billy just fell over again trying to switch the camera on. Come on, guys. We need a new workshop so we've got more space. Poor Bill. Okay. What was that comment again? Who was it?
So this is just in reference to...
the gasket stuff. Andy.
So his question, just to reiterate again. There, so,
yeah, go for it.
Hi, guys. What do you recommend for gasket assembly and timing chain cover and plate gaskets?
So, generally speaking, I do one of two things for the time and cover gasket. Now, I presume you mean between the time and plate and the time and cover, which is the sort of pressed metal steel affair. Two things I do there. One, if I'm going to use the very standard type gasket, which is the one material, it's just one single material, would be in anything like the paying gasket sets or any of those kind of ones. In that situation, what I will do is I will use a product called Durco. It's a sort of grey gasket cement semi-setting, so it has a little bit of flexation in it as well, and I'll just put a light skim on both sides. However, if you're using that, you've got to pay really careful attention to the tighten and torque you put on those bolts. So you need to go on to Classic Mini DIY, and on their website, little plug for Cole there, you need to go on Classic Mini DIY and you need to go onto their website, and they have torque specifications in the little drop-down menu up on the right-hand side. You need to bang Cole a message and say, thank you so much for paying and hosting this brilliant piece of information that's there all the time, because he's a little bit of a legend for doing that. And make sure you tighten those bolts to those torque specifications. And the reason for it is, when you put gasket cement on those gaskets, it makes them a little bit slippier. And if you over-tighten those bolts, it can shove that gasket clean out of the way. However, the best thing to do is to go and buy the really good gasket that Mini Spares and a few others sell, which is the OE gasket, and it's two different materials. It's a kind of an orange color on one side and a black color on the other. And again, very careful attention to the tightening torques, and make sure both surfaces are dead clean, and then no gasket cement at all. That's generally what I do. Hopefully that answers your question.
Hopefully indeed. So another one coming in there from a Trevor Getty.
Trevor.
Trevor asks, so I just added an SPI Cooper to my collection last week. I drained the oil and I see metallic glitter effect in the oil. Oh, good. And the magnetic drain plug is fuzzy. I see copper tinge and silvers. He continues on then as well. Is this normal in Mini oil that hasn't been changed? It also spun a crank or flywheel before, which was changed before I bought it. Is there any reliable way to clean it out?
Okay, thank you for putting that up there, Trevor, because that is a really interesting question, and it does come up quite often in Mini situations. So let's start off. It's spun a bearing, so there is questionable or there is the possibilities that whoever replaced the bearings in it when they did it may not have thoroughly cleaned the gearbox or the engine casing. So what happens is if the engine was running for a while and that oil was getting sprayed up around in there, it may have picked up some of the old metallic material from the original bearings. Very possible. The only real way of knowing that is one of two things. Either one, you split the engine and box and check to see are the bearings still in good condition, and if they are, then what you're going to be saying to yourself is then it must just be stuff that was left in. To quote AVE from his YouTube channel, it's just schmoo that's hanging around in there. The other possibility is that they didn't rectify the problem in the first place that caused that bearing to spin. And if that is the case, then what you have now is you might have a bearing failing again. To be honest, if you've got the engine out, I'd split it off the box and I would check everything myself. I personally think for the cost of a couple of gaskets, a few O-rings and a few seals, you've gone all the way to getting the engine out already. It makes perfect sense to just get in there and look at it. There's no good way of cleaning it without taking it apart. That's the honest answer. People say, oh, you can put diesel in and fill it up to the brim and all this sort of crack. The truth is, the best way is you get in there, you split the whole lot asunder, you get in there with a really hot power washer and you blast it out to clean it completely. And then you check your bearings to make sure that there's nothing failing or nothing giving up trouble. Hopefully there isn't, and it is just a case that it's some gaskets and some seals. But yeah, thanks for that comment. It's a good one. Anything else?
It's a very good one. A few more coming in there, guys.
Oh,
well done. Fair play for all the comments.
Good to see it all flying in.
The next one. Okay, so we took base again with Andy Murdoch. Have you used Permatex? I tried that one with smear of Heilemar. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of some of them words.
No, that's good, yeah. Heilemar, yeah, blue Heilemar, yeah. Was it Permatex blue Heilemar? I don't know, or was Permatex a different one?
Permatex, the one with the smear of Heilemar.
Oh, Permatex gaskets maybe with a smear of Heilemar. I'm not a fan of Heilemar, I'll tell you that. Blue Heilemar, I'm not a fan of it. I have used it years and years and years ago, and it was the kind of go-to gasket cement of the day, but there's just so many much better products now available, in my opinion. If you're not a fan of Durco, the other product that I would have used from time to time is the Loctite semi-setting, or Wirth, the big German supplier, do a kind of a high temperature, kind of an orangey colored gasket cement that is very good as well. So yeah, it would be worth. Here's that pun for you. It would be worth trying one of those out. But yeah, I've never had good success with Heilemar. It's not to say that it's not a good product. It probably is. I just haven't had good success with it myself personally. Right, will we do another spinny one? All right. Yeah, all right then. Let's do another spin and call out another name here. Okay, so if you are only tuning in, this is the draw, guys, for the giveaway. We're giving away 2 t-shirts. Billy, the amazing person that he is, has told me I can give 2 t-shirts away, I can give 2 mugs away, and I can also give away 2 sets of stickers. So what we're going to be doing, we've already named one person. Who was the last winner? Robert. All right, so Robert was our first. He's getting a t-shirt. This next one I'm going to do, will we do another t-shirt in this one? Or yeah, we'll do another t-shirt, and then we'll do the mugs, and then we'll do the stickers. So when your name gets called out here, guys, you bang it in to an email into us, and we will pick it out for you. So let's give this thing an old whirl here and see who is getting picked. Well, that's an amazing coincidence. We were only talking about Trevor here a few minutes ago. I'm actually delighted because Trevor is a long-time supporter of the channel. He's somebody who has given us quite a lot of business, and it's great to see him getting a bit of recognition. So congratulations, Trevor. I think we probably already do know your address because we just sent you some bearing caps during the week. So we will, but you do need to pick out what t-shirt you want and what color, what size, and email us or send us a Facebook message, whatever way you want to contact us. Email us HRE or HickeyRaceEngineering at gmail.com. Or, you know how to get us on the other ones, WhatsApp or Instagram or whatever.
So Trevor just messaged
We
in
get
here
there.
to say that great job, many thanks, and then fix LOL.
If anybody has ever watched Father Ted, the Irish TV series, it's not unusual for the organisers of the raffle to sometimes actually win the raffle. No, I'm actually delighted. Congratulations, Trevor. You absolutely deserve it. So that will be on its way to you during the week at some stage. Okay, so we're going to move on a little bit. The next draw will be coming up shortly, and we're going to do the mug in that one. So yeah, watch out, and we'll see where that goes on from. Okay, so if anybody is new into the room, thank you very much for calling in. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time seeing us, have a little look around. Don't forget to hit the old subscribe button, bang a like. If you're watching this video back during the week and you weren't live, don't worry, you didn't have to be live here in order to get involved in this draw. You had to enter in a comment in last week's video. So anybody who's in the spinning wheel is from last week's video and is getting called out. All right, I'm going to do another comment from last week's video, since that's what we're on. And wait, let's just see. There was a juicy one actually. Wait, let's see if I can find this one. Wait, let's see now. Okay, from Ross Burrow. Ross says, am I correct in saying that when you get a crunch into first gear, it's the bulk ring that is not matching the speed? And you're absolutely correct. Hello, Ross, and thank you for commenting, and thank you for following us and being a part of the channel. And you're absolutely right. If you're getting a crunching sound coming into the gearbox, 99.9% of the time, what the problem is either you're trying to shift too quickly and you're not allowing that synchro hub time to bring those gears up to speed, or the other possibility is that the synchro hubs are so badly worn, the balk rings are so badly worn that they are not gripping or clutching enough, and they're not bringing that gear up to speed. Incidentally, if you have some other questions about gearboxes that I'm not answering, you can obviously bang them into the comments here, and Gary will tell me. We'll try and answer them. Yeah. Rob and Sharon Smith commented and said, awesome, I think I understand it now. Looks like I need to gear me up. You're in the spinning wheel of doom there, Rob. I really enjoy your presentation style. A little over my head, but I'm not into gearboxes, and I'm just curious about mechanisms. Well, thank you very much for the compliments on the presentation style. Try and just be natural, guys. It's just me and how I am, but I do appreciate, and I thank you for your nice ones. What are we like?
We all have to start somewhere, have a foundation somewhere. We all kind of learn from the bottom, work our way up. So, you know, we're
absolutely,
we're learning curve here, guys. You know, so.
And that's in fairness what the whole channel is about. The whole channel is about us bringing people along. I didn't have this information when I was growing up, and I would have loved to have had access to this kind of information. So yeah, I made the channel, guys, with the notion of being able to bring this information up. That's a good idea, Billy. Slipping around the other side, rather than breaking your leg every time. He's giving me subtle hand gestures. I won't tell you which ones they are, but you know, you can work it out, I think, for yourself.
For anyone that's just tuned in, Billy's had a few mishaps, a few falls. Comical falls, which I'm sure we'll talk about later on.
I wish we had a behind-the-scenes camera and we could do a compilation of all the falls Billy has in the workshop. It's so unfair. God love the poor chap. All we ever hear about is either his faults or his mistakes. You don't hear about all the brilliant work he does. But anyway, I can't give him any more compliments now. His head will be so big, well, it'll knock over the light over there. Right, have we anything coming in there, or will we go on to another one here?
Anything else coming in here? Andy just said, Andy Murdoch, Permatex is an aerospace product. Brushable, apparently.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I will look at that, Andy. Thank you for putting that into the comments. Brushable Permatex. Okay, I have never heard of it. But if it has something to do with the aerospace, it is probably going to be good. Durco came from aerospace technology as well. So yeah, I will look at that. Thank you for that. All right, I'm going to read one out here. Patrick Callahan. Patrick, you are a long-time supporter of the channel, and a shout out is well deserved. Thank you very much for all of your support, for always being in our chats, always being in the comments and watching all of our videos. He says, "Gear me up, HRE. Great videos once again. The engineer who figured out Synchromesh must have been a pretty smart cookie." I think that is fair. It is an Are you drinking my coffee?
Second that motion.
Devil. My dog's drinking my coffee. You'll be as high as a kite now, so you will. It's amazing, actually. That's Arkham. He's gone away now, but he might pop up in a few minutes. He's the guy that's on our t-shirt here. Shout out to the merch store, you know. Head over there. Are you coming up, are you? Come on up and show off. There you are now. There he is. It's like I'm wearing the t-shirt. It's like a live t-shirt. Yeah, that is fair. Lewis, who is a long-time supporter, friend, and altogether wonderful artist. I wonder you hide my mic now, you little dip. No, I don't think you are. And wonderful artist was the guy who designed our t-shirts. Is that in your way? Our dog Arkham has an awful lot of tendencies with cats. One of his particular tendencies that's very similar to cats is if there's any piece of technology that's in his way, he likes to push it clean off.
A few more
Yeah, so he might pick a winner for the next t-shirt competition without even wanting to. All right, we'll move that over there. Is that out of your way now? Are you feeling?
Another comment there from Leo Graham.
Yeah.
Just saying hello, Paul. I don't know whether that's.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, shout out to Leo. Yeah, hi Leo. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in and coming to our little live here and chatting with us.
Leo Roderick as well said, "Would you completely recommission and rebuild a standard 850 engine for me?"
Absolutely. Yes, of course we will. We do that all the time. No problems whatsoever. Bang us an email at HRE or Hickey Race Engineering. I don't even know my own email address.
Hickey Race Engineering.
Hickey Race Engineering at gmail.com, and we will be able to help you. However, I will give you the mandatory. We are very, very busy, and the waiting list is long, I'm afraid. But we absolutely will rebuild an engine for you and gearbox, no problems whatsoever. It is something that we do, and we try and do it quite regularly. Okay. All right. How are we looking?
I think we're ready for a mug, are we?
Are we going to do a mug?
Mug time, yeah.
Alrighty, I think it is mug time. All right. We're going to make it. We'll make it a real lucky one. He'll whimper, yeah. Okay, we'll put his good luck nose on the. You don't have to go. Okay, let's spin the spinning wheel of doom and see who's going to come out here. Who is it? Graham.
Graham in Oz.
Graham in Oz. Graham in Oz. It is Graham in Oz, I reckon, is it?
Right, that's what
I might try to pronounce it. Grahaminaus.
Grahaminaus?
I think it might be like Graham in Australia.
Okay, it could be Graham in Australia.
Graham, let's go with that.
Congratulations, Graham in Oz, in Australia. Graham, congratulations. You've won yourself a HRE mug. All you got to do is bang us a comment, bang us an email at hickeyRaceEngineering@gmail.com. See, if I say it enough times, I might actually get it right. What do you reckon? So yeah, bang us an email and give us your address and contact information, and we will send you a mug. If you want to go and see the mugs, guys, you will find that on our website. If you go to hre.ie and go to products, you'll see merchandising. And there's a whole selection of really cool stuff there, from mugs to t-shirts to hoodies to you name it. Gary's repping a bit of the merch there. You know,
cups are pretty cool too, guys.
Yeah, the cups are not bad. It's funny, actually. I don't have my coffee in my merch mug today, but it's because I use it so often. It was in the wash. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. It is, anyway. Don't you be growling at your sister? Did you growl at your sister? Alrighty. Let's read out another comment from the last video.
Hero has no problem waiting. He said once it's done before 2024.
Oh, we'll manage to do it before 2024, dude. Definitely. Yeah, no, we will. No, we will do 2024. No problem. No problem at all, dude. All right. Shout out I'm going to give a shout out there to Chris Donaldson. He just says, great as always, love the channel, gear me up HRE. Thank you. You went into the draw, Chris, and thank you very much for supporting the channel and for supporting the draw. It's good to see you there and to have you in us. Another one, Ray Mcneil, Gear Me Up HRE, another excellent video. Thank you, Ray. It's great to have you on the channel. Thank you for the support and following us. Another one there. Jeremy Coughlin. Hi from Australia. I love your channel and you just keep making it better. Gear Me Up HRE and keep up the great work. Thank you so much for tuning in, Jeremy. And it is amazing. It always blows me away to have a following all the way out in Australia. See comments
just
coming in.
That Australia, the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Guys tuning in to see,
Me hanging out in my workshop, huh? Who would have thought 20 years ago when we were just lowly young lads working on minis and cars that we would have people watching videos made in the workshop that we spent so many years in from Australia.
From Australia, indeed. And we could reminisce here all night, even stories about building trikes.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. All the crazy stuff. Maybe in the not too distant future, we'll do an old live where we sit down and have a chat about all of the crazy projects we did. And
kind of interested in that, maybe a few comments, maybe.
Bang us a comment and see is that something you guys would like to hear.
Reminiscing.
We'll do a story time with Paul and Gary. That'd be it'd be scary. Oh yeah.
Read the comment there.
More comments coming
from
in there.
Matthew Parker.
So Matthew Parker says, "Good evening, Paul. Enjoying the chat here in Wales. Wow, Wales, what a lovely, lovely place. My wife loves your accent and had asked if you could read her bedtime story. Wow, bedtime story. I don't know if we read into that a little bit."
I can tell you now, I would imagine if I was going to read your wife a bedtime story, she'd go to sleep pretty quickly, I imagine. Well, thank you so very much for the lovely comment. That is really, really nice. And I love Wales. What part of Wales are you from? We have some friends in Wales, all right. I'm going, huh? They're in the Rhondda Valley. I always say that they're in Ponty, I think. Which is where they are in the Rhondda Valley, but I think there's like 1 million Ponties in Wales. So they're in the Rhondda Valley, but yeah, we love Wales and we love getting to go visit there and see you guys. Hopefully now that the thing that shall not be mentioned has started to wane and disappear a bit, we might be getting back to Wales soon. So yeah, it'd be good to go and see you. So yeah, you never know. Maybe you could get a nighttime story time in person. Maybe it's another channel. We call it Bedtime Stories with Paul, huh?
By your courage.
God love the pure prayers.
Yeah. So we have Connor there, Connor Toomey.
Oh, hi Connor.
Hi guys, just in from the garage after powder coating some mini suspension parts.
Good work, Connor. Good job. Powder coating at home. That's interesting. Yeah, it's something that I've looked at doing myself, but I've never got actually tooled up and set up. It's an oven. I think you need because you got to bake it, right?
Yeah. It's very hard wearing as well. Also,
yeah.
Final product. So yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, I get some powder coating done. Oh, I just heard your camera go off, Billy. You'll have to do your crazy side maneuver. Hey, yeah, that's cool, Connor. Well done. We shouted you out earlier on, so when you get a chance, go back and have a listen. We were talking about you and saying what a great supporter of the channel you are, and what a great mini mechanic as well. And there you go. There's an example of that getting out there in his garage and doing such brilliant work as powder coating your own parts. That's phenomenal.
It's impressive to say the least. We have another one there from Adrian.
Oh yeah.
Would a 1380 with stage 3 head mini spares Evo can be too much for a standard gearbox? Mind you, speed limit is 35 in Guernsey.
Ah, you're from Guernsey. Wow. Another interesting place. Wow. That's so cool. Is the speed limit entirely 30? You're not allowed to go faster than 30 miles an hour anywhere in Guernsey? That's interesting. 35. Wow. That's cool. I had no idea that it's not an island I know a whole lot about, but
EvoCam.
Okay, EvoCam 1380 standard gearbox. Look, it's all about how you drive it. I mean, you can drive that combination of an engine really mildly. You could drive it almost like you would a very streetable engine. The EvoCam is very streetable, has power low enough down, so if you drive it sanely, then a normal gearbox will hold it, no problems whatsoever. If you drive it like a lunatic, then that's going to be hard in your gearbox. The truth is, if you're only able to get as far as 35 mile an hour, I can't imagine you have much lunatic chances. However, the hardest thing you'll have on a gearbox like that is standing starts. So if you're going to give it absolute beans from a standing start, then yeah, the chances are you're going to do damage to your box. But if you're going to be taking it handy with it, then you could make that combination last, no problem. Alrighty, have we any other ones?
Nothing as of yet.
Right.
The guys will probably type something in a few minutes.
Alright, we will just mention another one here.
Sure, yeah.
I had another one I wanted to call out here a while ago. Colin Chillax. I love your name, Colin. I really hope that's your actual name and not just your YouTube name. I would love someone who was called Colin Chillax. I would love that to be my name. Paul Chillax. Chillax the Cax.
Take it easy.
Chillax in Ireland is a mashup of chilling and relaxing. Chillaxing. So if you're Irish, then I imagine that's what chillax is. But anyway, thank you for commenting, Colin, and you are in the draw. Speaking of which, will we spin for another mug?
Yep.
I'm getting a thumbs up there from the boss. So I now have to try and make this. Oh, will it go itself? Hang on. Yes, it did. Oh, thinking about it. What's going on?
Well, the screen's off.
Is it coming on for you now?
It's on there.
Alrighty.
There we go.
Okay, so let's do another spin for another mug. Just before I hit spin, for anybody who is new into the room or has just tuned, we are going to do a draw here. We have already given away 2 t-shirts and 1 mug. Is that right? We've got another mug left, which we're going to do the draw for now. And stay tuned because we are going to do 2 more draws before the end of the channel, which are going to be for stickers. So let's give this a spin. Oh,
yep.
Let's get. There it goes. The dog does not like the spinning wheel. Proof of who this is. Who is it? Adrian Burghard. Adrian Burghard. Congratulations, Adrian. You have won yourself a HRE mug. In order to claim your prize, you need to email us at hickoryracengineering@gmail.com. God, I cannot get that out there, can I? Hickey Race Engineering, you can know my own email, wouldn't you? hickoryracengineering@gmail.com. You need to give us your contact information and postal address, and then we will send a Hickey Race Engineering mug out to you. Congratulations, and thank you for entering the draw and supporting the channel, Adrian. Hopefully, anybody who is watching or hasn't been watching knows what's going on here. Last week's video, we announced the fact that we hit 4,000 subscribers, and as a sort of a thank you to everybody who has supported us so much, we said we were going to give away 2 t-shirts. Billy said he had a look and said, you know what, this support is so awesome, we should do a bit more. So we are giving away 2 mugs and 2 sticker packs as well.
Adrian's in the room. He's from Germany. He said, awesome, thanks.
That's great. Great. I'm so chuffed that you're here, Adrian. Congratulations again, as I said. And from Germany, that's brilliant. I'm delighted. By the way, that email address, lads, is going to be down in the description, and it's also pinned, I think, in the comments. Is it, Billy?
I don't think I can pin it on the live.
Oh, maybe not. Okay. But we will put it in. Oh, you can. Great. Okay, it's pinned in the live there. It's in the chat. And pinned. We are learning lives here. So yeah, congratulations again to Adrian. You have won yourself a mug. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. But any other comments, or are we?
We have 1 or 2 filtered in there. One
already.
From Andy Murdoch. Have you ever built an engine with the BMW bike head conversion? These look fantastic and fit under the round nose mini bonnet, I believe. Not cheap, however.
No.
Yeah.
We have built one of those. We built it for a guy named Maxi. He's over on Instagram. If you check out Maxi the 1275 GT, beautiful white 1275 GT, we built here completely. We actually fully restored the car from, and also built him a 1380 with the BMW K1100 cylinder head. I think it was RS cams, and it has a straight cut gearbox and one of our fancy flywheels. It has a twin spring RTS clutch flywheel, the one that we're doing here in the channel. We're in the middle of doing at the moment. We're re-engineering. So yeah, we have built one of those, and it has been very, very successful. They are a lovely engine. It drives very well, produces an astonishing amount of power and torque. But as Gary said, they are bloody expensive to build. Bloody expensive. And it did take us almost 2.5 years to get it working perfectly. So not a straightforward. Yeah, there was a lot of finessing. It did go together and it did run almost immediately and drive, but it wasn't nice. Oh, well, I wasn't happy with it anyway. So it certainly needed a lot of finagling, finessing, and it took us a good while to get that where it needed to be. But we did, in the end, in fairness, get a beautiful project, and the engine has quite a good amount of miles on it now. I can't tell you exactly, but he has it running for about 5 years, I would say now. It's up and running about 5 years, and yeah, it runs very well. It's actually due back in the workshop here in the next couple of weeks for a service, so we'll try and get that actually on the channel for you, and we'll give you an overview of what that looks like. It's in a 1275 GT, so that's got the kind of Clubman front end, so it fits really well. But they do fit in round noses as well, and if you get the kind of fancy inlet manifold setup for it, it has a plenum chamber, and you can do a nice job with a filter and stuff on it. So yeah, they are a pretty cool engine, and they're unusual. There's very few of them actually up and running and out there driving all the time. So yeah,
nice
it's cool
to
to
see
see them.
that again. It's been a while since I've seen that one in the workshop.
Yeah, it's
nice
a
to
sweet
see
little
that
motor, that one. Yeah, it's a real sweet little motor, that. And that car actually is a beauty. It's old English white, very original looking 1275 GT. It's a really nice car. I really love it. Alrighty. I'm going to shout out another comment or two from last week's video. So if you're just new in, guys, I'm shouting out some of the comments from last week's video because you guys were amazing and blew in here with a heap of comments. So yeah, it's nice to do that. Also, lads, just don't forget, if you want to get any questions asked, bang them into the comment section here in this video. We'll be wrapping up in probably about the next 15 or 20 minutes or so, I think, Billy, are we? So yeah, don't forget to get them in there. Gary's reading out the comments, helping me here. And as soon as I get them, I will try and answer them. But yeah, bang them in because we will be wrapping up in a little while.
We'll do our best to try and answer them. So definitely.
Okay, Bob Frankish, give me up HRE. Just thought I'd comment that I'm not that interested in minis really, although I fully understand the following those little cars have. However, I just love your videos because I'm really interested in all the engineering you carry out. So superb. I'm really interested in all the engineering you carry out so superbly. Best of luck with the channel. Bob, thank you so much. It's comments like that, guys, that make it so easy to make these videos. I love the fact that people tune in here and they enjoy just hanging out with us in the shop, that you're not necessarily here just for the minis, you're here for the engineering and for the stuff we do. So thank you so much, Bob, for that comment. It really, really does. I really do appreciate it, is what I'm trying to say. So thank you very much. Hopefully you get to see this, and we did put you in the draw. So maybe with any bit of luck, you might get a sticker set yet. We're going to do a call on that now shortly and see what way that all goes. Okay, I'm just going to look for another comment or two here.
There's one or two filtering here also.
Okay, do you want to call one out there?
Yeah, so we're going there from Patrick Callahan. Thanks for the shout out. Also, as always, happy to watch your channel. Always nice to have a bit of love on the channel.
That's great. Thank you so much, Patrick. You are a long-time supporter of the channel, and I love seeing your name pop up either in the comments here or in the comments in the videos. I love the fact that we have built such a community of regular people who turn in here. I thought when we would get to numbers like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, it would start to get difficult to see regular commenters and stuff, but it doesn't. I see you guys all the time. I see you filtering in, and it's great to have you here. So thank you very much.
So just talking about again, Andy Moore, great stuff. That would be good to see the video on the new cam.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do that. Well, as soon as I have that here in the workshop, I will definitely do a video on it.
Also has another question there.
Yeah.
When is the race car back in action?
The 1275 GT, the red one. At the moment, it is awaiting a new engine we're developing, and I will hopefully get some videos of that engine development on the channel over the next couple of months. I decided to take a year pretty much off racing this year so I could develop a new engine for the car. The way things were with COVID and stuff, I didn't know what way things were going to be, so I decided I would take a year just to develop a new motor for it and to build it the way I wanted. Also, things are very busy here in the garage, but we definitely will get that car out to a track day at some stage this year, either a test day or a track day, and we'll try and make sure we get a bit of video footage of that happening and out there. I'm too busy trying to look after all of my customers to be thinking of myself.
Nice all the same. Just another one coming in there from
Yeah.
Adrian Edwards.
Cool.
I'm working on minis for 30 years and I still learn something new when I watch your channel. Thanks.
Wow.
Aid. Wow, that's phenomenal. 30 years, Paul. 30 years and he's still learning something.
That's good.
You know, it's a great relationship to have where people are sharing and understanding and like-minded individuals. So
yeah, totally. It blows me away when people say stuff like that. Look, guys, I mean, all I can say to you is that what happens here in my shop is from years of my own learning. I try to do something new as much as I possibly can. I try and push myself to re-engineer things, to learn, and to on a continuous basis. I mean, this week we were. I don't know if I actually put it up. I don't think I did, but I've been designing anti-roll bars at the moment, and I've been teaching myself how to use Fusion 360, one of those 3D animation programs, and that has happened as a result of this channel. It has pushed me to do that, and it's something that I've said I have to learn for probably, how long have I been saying I needed to do 3D stuff? 10, 15 years.
Oh, a long time.
Yeah. And this channel has pushed me towards doing that. So look, we're all on a learning spree, and that's saying that no day should ever end without you learning something new. That's the thing.
Every day's a school day.
Every day is a school day. So thank you very much for that comment. It really blows me away when people with so much experience are still getting something out of the channel. It's great. I'm going to give a shout out to Team Ballylock Classic, our good friend Ian. Ian is just a long-time supporter of the channel. Ian is a lovely guy from Northern Ireland. He runs a really cool YouTube channel, guys, called Team Ballylock Classic. He's a top guy. Also, Minimat TV, who was in here only a short while ago, Minimat TV also has a really cool YouTube channel where he restores his minis and does loads of really good videos and deserves a lot more followers. So get over to Minimat TV's channel, give him a like, give him a share, give him a subscribe. He's a top bloke and he's always here in the channel. So it's great to see him in there. If you're still in the room, Minimat, there you go. Big shout out for you. Will we do another spinny, Sam?
I think we'll
all right,
we'll have to do another spinny.
All right, we have a set of stickers to give away here, guys. We're on our second and last giveaway here. So let's give it I keep pressing the space bar. I imagine that thing's going to spin and it doesn't. But
there you go.
yeah, we actually. All right, who is going to win stickers?
Who did we get?
Mark, somebody. Well, Mark, you commented, and we know you commented, and you've been in the draw. So, Mark, if you can send us your contact by the email, hickeyraceengineering@gmail.com. We are going to do our best to get a stickers out to you. We know you commented, so get in there and send us back out to us. Yeah, it's just Mark on its own, so we're going to know the difference between you and any other Mark that was out there. Somehow Billy's going to figure that one out. He'll adjudicate that. Don't know how the poor man does all that he does, but he does. So another big thank you to Billy for making this draw possible and actually getting all that stuff out there.
Well done, Mark.
Well done. Congratulations.
Another comment there.
Yeah.
In there, Paul. I'm not butchering the surname.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Looking forward to optimized oil pump video.
Someone was watching the short.
Someone's paying attention.
Very good, Ian. Yes, we have ordered oil pumps, Ian. They are due into stock in the next couple of days. I actually thought they'd be in much sooner than they are, but there was a shortage of them. So they're due into stock, and as soon as they come into stock, I have like 10 of them to optimize. So as soon as they come, I'm going to do a big video on optimizing them. However, there's another really cool YouTube channel run by a guy called AC Dodd. And if you pop over and see AC Dodd's channel, he does some videos on optimizing oil pumps as well. So you can get a kind of a sneak peek of kind of what we're going to do on AC's channel as well. So yeah, he has some stuff on there as well. So yeah, it's worth getting over and having a look at that. But thank you very much for tuning in, and nice to see somebody who is so tuned in and seeing all our videos. So yeah, that's cool. Shout out here to a guy called Phil Scott. Phil commented on another one of our videos. I think it was the HRE Uncut number 7. So if you guys haven't seen that, bang over and have a look at that. It's a tour of our workshop, and you see all that goes on. Yeah, the uncuts are cool videos. With the Riley line on its side, what have you done, or how do you use, or what do you use to protect the body from the floor? That's an interesting question, Phil. The truth is, I actually have a rollover frame built for putting minis over on their side like that. I should have really included it in the HRE Uncut, but the next Uncut, I will show you that. It basically bolts onto the shell in 4 places. It picks up the 2-door hinge mounts. It picks up the door lock. And it also has a clamp that clamps onto the roof rail or the gutter rail of the roof. And it has 6 casters on it. So basically, the Mini lies over on it. It also has a sponge kind of cushion that the seam of the, what I think now, the door seam, or the, I suppose you'd call it the sill seam, sits into. There's a kind of a rubberized cushion that the sill seam sits into. So it's not lying actually on the floor. It's lying on a kind of a dolly or a rollover jig, I think you'd call it. So I bolt that on first, and then I lift the whole shell up with my engine crane and drop it over onto its side. So yeah, that's what's kind of protecting it. But in the next HRE Uncut, I'll get Billy to remind me, and I will give you a bit of a picture or a video of that. And yeah, it'll give you a bit more information on it.
Notepad is filling up quite quickly.
Yeah, poor Billy's notepad over there. You know, he needs to be. We need to full-time employ poor Billy, because it's not fair that he has a day job as well and has to look after all this crap for me.
Man of many talents. Got another one in there, Paul, from Russell.
Oh yeah.
Any suggestions on alternative front seats? Originals are not a viable option over here.
Okay.
Not originals.
Okay, loads of options. Where is over here? I'd be interested to know.
I'm going to assume he's talking about Ireland, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Maybe let us know.
Yeah, bang it in the comments there and let us know. The really popular one at the moment is the seat from an MX-5, one of the older MX-5s. If you're American, I think it's called the Miata. Huh? Iceland. He's Iceland. Okay. You know, Iceland. Yeah, I can see why original seats are not easy over there. Yeah, the Americans call them Miatas. MX-5s here in Europe. I'm not sure what they are in Iceland. Maybe they're MX-5s. It's a Mazda anyway. The older Mazdas. Mid MX-5s were what, like 90s to mid noughties somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Early 90s to late kind of
noughties, yeah, something like that. Yeah, those seats can be modified reasonably easily with frames to fit in a Mini. Obviously, any of the manufacturers like Sparco or OMP or any of those kind of guys, they do like a bucket seat that would work. I'm trying to think of another seat that I've seen. I've seen a couple of unusual ones. I think they might be CRX, out of a Honda CRX, I think. I'm not 100% sure if that's the seat, but I'm almost certain Honda CRX seats work. I'm trying to think of another one as well. Some of the late Rovers, Rover 25, I think their seat had one that would work as well. So yeah, that might be one to look at. I just want to do one quick one here, guys. For anybody who is watching, this is going to be in the description down below. But if you have won something today, or if you're watching back and you find out that you're the winner, can you do your best to send us the information ASAP today, tomorrow, Wednesday? Because we need to try and get that out and get that shipped off. And you know, the longer these things go on, the longer it can take, and things get forgotten and missed and whatever. So if you can get those emails in ASAP to us, that would be brilliant. And we will get the stuff shipped out then ASAP as well. Alrighty.
One more comment from Mini Matt TV once again.
Yeah.
So he just in reference to the protecting the he just says when I roll mine on its side, I use some roof bars and foam. Matt worked well. Oh,
very good idea. Roof bars. Yeah, because they clamp on the gutter rail. Yeah. That's and a foam mat. That's actually a great idea, Matt. A foam mat for Matt's Mini on Mini Matt TV. Very good.
Where would you get it?
Where would you get it? Yeah, that would work very well. Yeah, I can see how that would work really well. Look, the nice thing about a Mini is because it has that seam that runs all the way down the sill, like that supports a huge amount of the weight of the car, and then the gutter is the same. You basically just don't want to put any weight on the quarter panel. That's the rear quarter panel or the wing, really. They're the two places you need to try and protect. But other than that, the others are kind of good. I just want to also say, guys, I'm going to just give a little shout out. Next week, myself and Cole are going to go live. Cole is my friend from America, has the YouTube channel Classic Mini DIY, and the topic of discussion is going to be carburetors, Weber's SUs, and fuel injection. So fuel systems. So that's going to be an interesting little live. That'll be streaming live next Sunday. I think we do GMT. It's 8 o'clock, isn't it? And I'm not sure what it is in freedom hours. I've no idea what the freedom hours of it are. You'll have to go into Cole's channel to see what the freedom hours are. But for the rest of the, universal known world, it'll be GMT 8 o'clock. All right. So that'll be a really interesting live. I'm actually really looking forward to it because I haven't got a chance to talk about fuel injection and carburation in a while. So what are we on? Are we on our last sticker give out? Okay, I think we'll do it, right?
Best for last, eh?
Best for last, yeah, best for last. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll do this last little giveaway here for the stickers, and then I'm going to talk for another few minutes, and then I'm going to go because I need dinner. And you probably have to go home to your children.
Yes. That'd be a good idea.
So,
wife would be wondering where I am.
She'll think you're after falling. Well, you can show her a YouTube video now, and she'll see that you were not messing. Okay, so we're over to this last one of the spinning wheel of doom. And what's going to happen here, guys, if you're just after tuning in, is we're going to spin this wheel. A name is going to come out, and we're going to give whoever that name is a set of stickers. They don't come. Oh, it's a sticker. My apologies. Billy's telling me that you got to get this right. You're getting a sticker. Yeah. A set of stickers with 100 in it. All right, that's fair enough. Okay, you'll be getting a sticker, but what a sticker you'll be getting. All right, let's hit the draw. Here it goes. Where it's the nose. I don't know. I need another catchphrase for that. Jeff Fenwick. Congratulations, Jeff. You have won yourself a HRE sticker. If you email us at hickyraceengineering@gmail.com, look at that, nailed it, hickyraceengineering@gmail.com with your postal address and details, we will send you a HRE sticker in the post, and you will get one of those. Thank you so much to everybody who entered the draw last week. The support was absolutely phenomenal. It's brilliant to have had you all commenting, giving us the support you did. The video got huge traction on YouTube as a result of that, so thank you so much to everybody. It's getting us out there. All we're interested in, guys, is getting more people to see the channel. More people see the channel, more people get information, more people in the mini community, and more engineering can happen. So thank you so much for all the support. It is great to have had you all here, and great to have had all of the comments. With that, I'm going to give one more shout out from the video, and then we'll answer some comments from your side of things. All right, let's do one more shout out here to another commenter. I'm going to do Toby Middleton. Toby, again, is a great supporter of our channel. Toby is always in the comments. He's always at our lives, and he looks after us very well. This was a comment. Was this for the gearbox? I think it was, actually. Was it? Yeah. Oh, it was for the uncut. Good to see you again, Paul. I enjoyed the workshop tours. It feels as if we've missed a lot that you have been up to. No, you can't film at all. I like to see more engine builds. It's always fascinating to me. My brain can just about cope with that. Toby, we will have loads of engine builds coming up. We've got the Cooper S engine block coming back to the workshop, and we're going to get started on that. We also have a 1293 engine for another customer that's going to be built, and I think we also have another S build as well, I think, coming. So yeah, we have a couple of big engine builds coming. We also have the development engine coming for the race car. If I can get 5 minutes in the workshop to get started on that engine block actually only landed the other day, so we need to start getting machining happening on that, and we're developing a new camshaft for it as well, which is going to be very exciting. So yeah, we will, Toby, try and get more engine builds on the channel very soon. All right, what have we got comments wise, guys?
We have Phil Maxwell. He states, he says, I hear some engine builders put 1100 cranks in 9 and 8 blocks. What's the reason behind this? Why not stay with the 1100 block? Thanks.
Okay, so some of the older 1100 engines came without cam bearings. Well, they had one cam bearing at one end, and the rest was the camshaft running directly in the cast iron block. So that might be a reason why they did it. And I'm trying to think of another reason. I think that's the only one I can think of, really, why you might put a 1275, or sorry, put a small bore crank into one of the newer Type 8 engine blocks. I think there was also maybe a notion that some of the A plus blocks were maybe a little bit better, or had maybe a little bit more strength in them. So that might be another reason why they would do it. But I'm pretty sure 99.9% of the time, if they put a long stroke small bore crank in a 998 block, it's to get the other cam bearings, to get the 3 main cam bearings as opposed to 2 cast iron and a white metal bearing. Alrighty. We any other ones? That wraps up the comments.
Yeah,
okay, right then. Then we'll use this opportunity. I'm just going to call out finally all of the winners again. They're going to just be another 5 minutes or so, guys. So if you have any questions or comments, bang them in the comments, and then we're going to wrap up after that. So winners of the competition, guys, as it stands at the moment. Robert Begeman, you won yourself a t-shirt. Congratulations, Robert. Trevor Getty, you also won a t-shirt. Congratulations to you. Much deserved there. Graham in Oz, you got yourself a mug. Congratulations, Graham. Adrian Burghard, you got yourself a mug as well. Congratulations, Adrian. Mark, somebody, whoever you are, you got yourself, Anonymous Mark, you got yourself a sticker. And Jeff Fenwick, you also got yourself a sticker. Just a reminder, if you were just called out in that draw, get an email to hickeyraceengineering@gmail.com and try and get that to us before Wednesday if possible. Billy will get the orders all together and sent out. You need to send us your shipping address, your contact details. If you're a winner of a t-shirt, you need to send us what size you want the t-shirt and what color and what kind. If you're a mug or a sticker, you just need to send us your email address and contact details, and we will get that out to you in the post. We said t-shirt. Yeah, we said what kind of t-shirt.
Yeah, what kind
Oh, okay. We're giving them a choice and mug as well, are we? And style and t-shirt and sticker as well. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, get over to HRE.ie, go to the product section, click on merch, and you can pick one of those mugs from on there. Whatever mug style you want, whatever sticker style you want, or if you're a t-shirt winner, whatever t-shirt style you want. Is that fair? And for everyone else, bang on over there and buy some merch and help us out. Fund all these videos and all these channels. I'm only messing. If you can, do head over there. Every bit does help, and it allows us to buy more product, more stock, better video editing software, and all that sort of stuff. So it does all help out. And in fairness, we've been getting loads of donations recently in our coffee account. Which is another great way that people can support the channel. Billy will put that in the comment section where you can go to the coffee account, and that does help us as well. That every few bob that goes into there either goes to hosting the channel, it goes to buying camera equipment, all that sort of stuff. So to the beer fund, I might say. To the beer fund.
We have a few more trickling in there.
All right,
there,
go on then. We'll do a couple before we head up.
The Land Rover going?
Ooh, the old Landy. Landy is in great form. Landy is kind of hiding for the winter, but it had served us so well last year. It was my daily driver from probably June until probably Christmas time, somewhere around there. Yeah, I drove it nearly every day between June and Christmas time, and it never missed a beat. It ran into a little bit of trouble there just after Christmas with broke a fan belt, and it had to get it drove home actually. It drove home with a broken fan belt, which has been repaired and recovered. I would love to start stripping Landy, doing the body work, and putting the TDI 300 engine we have there. I'm sure I'm going to get help from yours truly here beside me as soon as we start working on the Land Rover. I know Billy loves, or Gary loves a bit of Land Rover action, and I'll need a second body to help me with all that work. But we have other fish to fry right now at the moment before we get into Landy, but we are going to do a lot of work on Landy over the next while, I think. Hopefully.
What have we got here? I think it's from Mark B, our infamous Mark Anonymous.
Oh, Mark Anonymous.
He's
no.
I just wrote back to him. He was asking was a plain mark.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
He's Mark B.
Ah, right, okay.
Oh,
I just wrote back to say no, it is just plain mark.
It's plain mark.
Plain mark.
Good old plain mark, yeah, not fruity Mark B.
The final one there as well is Andy Murdoch.
Yeah,
any
Andy.
horror stories with E10 fuel? Classic Mini. Does it eat rubber fuel hoses?
E10 does. If your fuel hose is not rated for E10, then it will get eaten by the ethanol. I don't have a mini horror story, but I do have a classic car related horror story with E10, which was, I don't know this person personally, but because I'm in the classic car scene in Ireland, I heard very quickly about it. It was a beautiful Mark II Ford Escort, which, as far as I know, was only very recently rebuilt. And unfortunately on its way to go from, I think, the customer's house to maybe to get tuned or something like that. Fuel hose failed because of E10, and the car burst into flames and unfortunately was destroyed in the fire. So yeah, it is an absolute horror story. As it is at the moment, E10 is kind of sporadic in Ireland. It's not in all of our pumps at the minute, so we are trying our best that any car that comes in here for a service, we recommend the customer replaces any fuel lines with E10 rated lines, just so that we're ahead of the fold. But yeah, it's something that I encourage everybody who is a classic car owner, not just minis, to go out, check your fuel lines and see are they rated, and if they're not, you should change them, just to get ahead of the game and and protect yourself from it. Yeah, you can't mess around with this stuff because beautiful cars get lost so easy to this kind of thing, and lives as well. So we shouldn't mess around with it.
Definitely not.
I've gone into Mark's YouTube.
Yeah.
It's user/Mark Murto.
Mark Murto.
Ah.
So for the final winner set of stickers is going to Mark Murto. So Mark Murto, you get in there, give us an email at hickeyraceengineering@gmail.com and give us your contact details and information, and we will get stickers sent to you. We are going to give it until Friday, and if we don't get contact from people by Friday coming, we'll figure something out, because if people aren't actually getting in there and commenting and letting us know, because we can't leave this open-ended. We do need to get it done by a reasonable amount of time, so we'll give it a solid enough. Well, we'll give it till next Sunday, all right? And if we don't get something by then, Billy's giving out to me. What, Bill? Tell me. Is it okay? I'm getting given out to now. I want to try and just put some sort of a shape on it. Okay. Right, okay. So by Wednesday, is it? Okay, so cutoff is Wednesdays, guys. If we don't get an email by Wednesday, yep, that's the cutoff. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So I didn't understand. That is what Billy was trying to say to me. So by Wednesday, if we don't get an email from you by Wednesday, we have to cut it off. So do please try and get those emails to us before then, and then we will get the stuff sent to you. He's giving out to me. That's my terrible miscommunication.
His hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
No language going on here in the background.
No, that's not Billy's fault. That's my fault. I had set a limit, and it does need to happen by then. It is 100% on me. I want to make sure that gets done by Wednesday, guys, because if it doesn't, we just have to close it off. We have to be realistic here. We have so much more stuff to do. So that's 100% on me. I just forgot. It gets like that. All right, we'll start wrapping things up. Have we any other comments?
No.
All right.
I believe we have, no.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody who tuned in. It was great to spend a bit of time with you here. If you're watching the video and you're new to the channel, you've been watching it later on, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. If you are a regular viewer, thank you so much for tuning in. I know this was a kind of ad hoc mad live. We just decided to do it. The weather was terrible. We didn't get to shoot a video, so we came in here and did live. We'll be back to our regular schedule. Come on. My teeth back in again. We'll be back to our regular schedule next week with a video on Sunday. Oh no, we've got our live. That's right. Yeah, we've got our live. So we're live again next week. Oh, our channel will just be all about lives these days. We'll be back to that, and hopefully we have a couple of shorts. I think we have a couple of shorts going up next week. Have we, Bill? Yeah, we've shorts going up next week, so our shorts are going to be back on track again. I finally got my arse in gear. I went down to the workshop this week and filmed some shorts, so they're all edited up and are going to be live. I think Monday is our first one, is it? Yeah, so we'll have one live for you guys on Monday. Thank you very much for tuning in. I've been Paul. This has been Gary. You've been watching HRE Live. See you on the next one.